Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly entertainment news video. Lots to go over. We've got trailers, we've got video game news, we've got Power Rangers news, lots to dive into, so let's get straight into it here. Now, like I said, we've got tons to go over. As per usual, timestamps will be in the description down below. So anything you want to skip around to, anything you're more interested in, timestamps will be in the description down below. And also, if you are new to the channel and you do like these types of videos, do these every single week. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, all the usual YouTube stuff. So that way you're never missing out on these types of videos, along with so much more. I already mentioned we're going to be doing Saw retrospective reviews in the build up to Saw X, Saw 10 later on this month. So definitely keep an eye out on the channel so that you're not missing out on those reviews. And now before we dive into all the news of this week, quick mention of last week, there was the Marvel Disney Plus shows have been delayed. I posted a shorts about it, all the new dates, all the reasons for it and everything like that. So all of that, so I'll post that somewhere around here. And Disney is going to be doing their D23 sometime at the end of this week. So all those announcements, I'll most likely post up a short or maybe a separate video for that. So definitely subscribe so that you don't miss out on that video in terms of all like the announcements when it comes to Marvel side of things and Disney side of things there. So definitely keep an eye out on the channel for that. But the first news story I want to talk about, the first couple of news story, is going to be video game related. So the first one is going to be about Strays, the video game. Now, I personally haven't played the game. I've seen a couple of walkthroughs. I've seen people play the game. Honestly, it's a game that I never thought I would like. But after seeing people play it, after seeing the reviews, it really has caught my attention. If you're not aware, you're basically a cat roaming around the city, going on this mission, your life as a cat. It honestly does look a lot entertaining. I know people that have cats really enjoy this game, and people that aren't cat lovers actually do have a fun time with this game as well. So I really am planning on getting that game in the future, playing that game. Never thought I would say that when it first got announced, but it looks like this game is actually going to be turned into a movie. So this is coming from the EW, the Entertainment Weekly here, is that the Stray movie based on a video game, Ice Age director's next film A Go. Now they are behind the movie Nimona, which has had rave reviews. It's on Netflix. I'm yet to check it out. I have been planning on checking it out. I've heard such great things about this movie. So it looks like the next project is going to be a Strays movie, like a cat movie. And it looks like it is going to be an animated movie. So coming up here, that's the game released in 2022. Strays puts players in control of a stealthy cat who must traverse around an underground city populated by robots and mutant bacteria with the help of a friendly drone, B12. An animated movie based on Strays is in active development here. So I'm planning on playing the game. I'm glad that it's going to be an animated movie and not like a live action movie, because I think animated is the way to go for this. But I'm curious to see how it's going to look once they release the trailer, the teaser. Should be an interesting watch. Let me know your thoughts about this. If you've played the game, what your thoughts are about this becoming a movie. If you haven't played the game, do you think you'll be interested in playing the game and watching this movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, now for the next news story, one again I really was not expecting, is we've got confirmation that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is going to have a video game coming out. So coming from Gem Atsu, saying that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem game is going to be announced for the consoles and PC. Now it's coming from the studio's Outright Games, which I personally haven't played any of their games, so I'll show you like a list of the games that they have got. So it's more of like children movies based on like that genre. So you've got like Ben 10, Paw Patrol, you've got Ice Age, Jumanji the video game, Paw Patrol Mighty Pups, The Addams Family Mansion Mayhem, Fast and Furious Spy Racers. So most of these games, I'll be honest, I've not heard of, I've not played before, so I'm not sure like kind of direction that they're going to go with. However, in the article it does state like what kind of plot they're going to go for. So the overview of the game is saying here that this is taking place months after the events of the movie. The game will feature a unique visual inspired by the film's bold, painterly art style, combining energetic ninja teamwork gameplay with humorous narrative. Players will take control of the turtles as they interact with a host of memorable characters from the franchise and fight to save the stylized take on New York City from a new mutant threat. Now honestly, I'm so pumped about this. I miss the days when like a movie would come out, a video game would come out with its place. Like you don't really get that anymore, and I really enjoyed the Mutant Mayhem movie with the animation style looking so crisp, so fantastic, and really the style was done incredibly well. You get that Spider-Verse, and there's been a lot of comparison with Across the Spider-Verse in terms of the animation style. It's got that along with like their unique take with it. I really did enjoy what they did with Mutant Mayhem. I did have some criticisms and some negatives and nitpicks with the movie, but I won't get into that. You can check out my review somewhere around here for that. But it looks like this is just a continuation. My only hopes is we get to play with all 4 turtles so that we get like different styles and different play styles and animations when it comes to like each character. So like Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo over here. We get to play with different weapons and different fighting style, get to take on different mutants, because like there was a lot of mutants in the movie. So I'm hoping that we get to team up with them, or that some of them are going to be the villains like Bebop and Rocksteady along with other mutants. But I'm really, really excited about this. Like I said, the studio itself, I'm not too familiar with, so I can't really give an opinion or comment in terms of like how they're going to be producing the game and like their history and their reputation with it. But so far, I'm really liking what they're doing with the TMNT franchise. Seth Rogen's is really killing it, bringing this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to life, giving it to the new generation. So I really am pumped for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you excited for this? Would you be checking it out? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so for the next couple of news stories, all about trailers. So the first trailer I do want to talk about here is from Hayaomiyazaki, and I apologize if I butchered that name. So his final movie, they released a trailer for it called The Boy and the Heron. Again, apologies if I butchered any of those names here. So the first trailer got released, and I've got to say the soundtrack, the score, and the animation looks so incredible in this trailer here. And if you're not aware of what the plot is, it's about a young boy named Mahito who enters a world shared by the living and the dead. There, death comes to an end and life finds a new beginning. And it's just, like I said, it looks incredible with this trailer. Now, if you're not aware in terms of who Miyazaki is or like what kind of movies he's done, Spirited Away is the first one that comes to mind. Like, that is one of my favorite anime movies. You've got My Neighbor Totoro and Ponyo as another one. I'll be honest, I've not seen all of his anime movies, but the ones that do stand out is My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away are the 2 big standouts for me from him. So I'm really excited to see, and this is being labeled as his final movie. I cannot wait to see how this movie looks. Okay, so I just had to quickly stop the recording here because we've actually got confirmation that Miyazaki is not going to be retiring anytime soon. So a VP from Studio Ghibli actually came out and said that he's actually in the office coming up with new ideas. Apparently this movie is no longer his final movie. Still not concrete confirmation here, but I just wanted to throw that out there. I'll be posting the screenshot of the actual quote, but this most likely may not be his final movie, so that's still up in the air. I'll get you back to the previous version of me so we can look at the reviews, early reviews for the actual film itself. I don't know if it's going to come out where I am, because it says here in the Hollywood Reporter that the distributors is set to release Japanese anime Legend's last film in North America on December 8th, has rolled out a traditional marketing campaign ahead of the animated feature open in the Toronto Film Festival on Thursday. And they've even actually come out reviews for it, like early reviews, early reactions to the movie. So I'll read off a couple here. Some things are worth the wait, and wow, Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron is one of those things. Crying at how beautiful this artistry is, a beautiful world and story, see it on the big screen and revel in Miyazaki's masterpiece. Another one, The Boy and the Heron is a deep parable of loss and beauty, sure feels like Miyazaki's farewell letter to the medium, felt like his take on where the wild things are meets the tree of life. Gorgeous music, watching this movie on shrooms must be wild, like lots. And another one, Miyazaki delivers an emotional and epic adventure that will sweep an award season. It's so charming and magical like a wet dream. This isn't just another anime, it's the best animated movie ever, a fitting end. Now, of course, with these early reactions, they're not going to tell the whole picture of the movie itself, but he is a stunning director. He does fantastic work when it comes to anime. So I am really, really excited and hoping to see it on the big screen if it does come out around theaters near me. But what are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you've seen his previous work, what is your favorite movie so far that you have seen of his? And will you be checking this movie out? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now for the next news story here, we've got the second trailer for the Exorcist Believer movie. Now, when the first trailer got announced, I kind of confirmed that I was not too hyped about this. It looked very generic. It didn't really get me on the edge of my seat or rushing out to go see the movie. Now with this second trailer that got released, it is a slight improvement from the first trailer, but it's still not capturing me, it's still not hooking me in. I don't know, I'm just not that pumped or excited to go see this movie. It's a sequel to the original movie. You've got the soundtrack and you've got characters returning from the original movie, but There has been a couple of cool shots in it. I really like that scene where the little girl is saying that she doesn't want to go to hell, and the last like 30 seconds of like quick shots of like cutting and editing of from scene to scene, that looked really fascinating, and I liked what they showed, the little snippets of that little ending towards the trailer. But like I said, it's not got me to the point of where I'm rushing out to go see it first day. Most likely I'm at the point where I might just wait till streaming, or I might check it out depending on like the prices of the tickets, but it just has not hooked me just yet. I'm hoping it changes my mind. I'm going to wait to see what reviews come out and what people say about the movie before I make my decision. But yeah, so far the trailer is just not blown me away. If you've seen the trailer, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Will you be checking it out on day one? Will you wait till streaming? Are you waiting for reviews? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, now for the next trailer we've got here, and this is one that I'm definitely going to be seeing first day, is you've got Godzilla -1. The trailer the trailer blew me away, I'll be completely honest. The shots of Godzilla, the destruction, the chaos that he ensues. Now, I watched it first without any subtitles because it was all in Japanese, I believe it was. And then once with subtitles, and you get that little meanings and the impact and everything like that. And overall, I'm loving the look of this trailer. This looks like it's going to be incredible to watch. A lot of lore, a lot of backstory, and we see why Godzilla is doing what he's doing. But in terms of Godzilla himself, he looks so huge. He looks so menacing. I am loving the shots that they showed in the trailer, and I really cannot wait. I believe it's coming out in December as well, so you've got two great movies. You've got Godzilla, and you've got Miyazaki's movie The Boy and the Heron coming out in December. So some really great movies that I cannot wait to see. What's interesting too, is I mentioned when this first got announced, a little teaser and stuff, is that you're getting so many great stuff when it comes to the kaiju monsterverse universe. You've got Godzilla x Kong coming out in March right now, most likely will be delayed depending on strikes and everything. Then you've got this Godzilla -1, and then we've also got the Apple TV series, which they've released the first look here with this little poster where you see the designated shelter and you see Godzilla, the little sign showing here. So just a little bit of a teaser trailer, and then a weird snippet that's about 6 seconds long, teasing another possible teaser trailer or some kind of footage that we're going to see from the show. And so this is going to be released in about 12 hours, 10 hours from the time of this recording. Most likely when this video gets posted, they've already released something, so I might do a quick edit of me from the future. So if there is going to be me from the future, we'll pass them on to him right now. Hello, YK from the past. So yeah, they did release a trailer for the Monarch show, and it's focusing on like 3 generations of Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. In the trailer itself, you've got John Goodman, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a younger version of him too, who's being played by Anders Holm. You get a snippet of Godzilla in there, so it looks like I said, 3 generations of history with the Monarch and where it is right now. Based on the trailer, it does look like it's going to be leading up to the events of the 2014 Godzilla movie. But with the trailer, it does look really, really interesting. Like I said, the Godzilla -1, that trailer blew me away. And with this trailer, it does get me excited. Coming in November of this year. So November, you've got this show. December, you've got Godzilla -1. And based on what we're seeing right now in terms of the release schedule, you've got Godzilla x Kong coming out in March. So really, really exciting times. I'll pass it back to you. Thank you, YK from the future. I'm really, really excited for all the projects that we're getting from the Monsterverse. Let me know your thoughts about all of that in the comment section down below. And for the final trailer I do want to talk about is one that I genuinely forgot this movie was even coming out. We got the first poster and the first trailer for the movie Thanksgiving. Now, when the poster first came out, I really liked the look of this poster. Even like the tagline, Thanksgiving, there will be no leftovers. It's a horror movie that's coming out later on in November in times for the Thanksgiving in the US. Like I said, I genuinely forgot about this movie coming out, but once they released the poster and even the trailer too, the trailer just, it's about 1 minute and 6 seconds or something like that, but it looks absolutely incredible. You've got people's face getting stuck to like a freezer, you've got people getting killed on trampolines. This looks incredibly entertaining and so fun to watch, and the joy we're gonna go on when it comes to like the killer. I'm actually excited for this. I didn't think I would say that when this first got announced and it's been in development and stuff. Didn't think I was going to be too pumped for this, but now after seeing this poster, really love this poster, and also seeing the trailer, I'm actually really excited and definitely want to watch this when it does come out. So if you have seen the trailer, let me know your thoughts about this. If you haven't seen the trailer, what your thoughts are about the poster, and based on like the few clips that I'm going to be showing in this part of the segment, do you think you'll be checking it out? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, as we continue the horror train here, we've kind of gotten sort of a confirmation with the runtime for the Five Nights at Freddy movie. Now, earlier it was reported that it was going to be 3 hours, and that was what I reported as well a couple of weeks ago on the Weekly Entertainment News videos. But it looks like that was actually a lie. So this is coming from the AMC Theatre's website, and I'll be posting a screenshot here of it. So it's confirming that Five Nights at Freddy is going to be running at around an hour and 50 minutes. So not the reported 3 hours, which I do think it was going to be like too much in terms of 3 hours. Close to 1 hour and 50 minutes. I do hope they do explore the lore of the movie, but that looks like is what the runtime is going to be now. So it's not going to be the 3 hours as reported earlier. Depending on like what they're going to do with the movie, I'm not too disheartened or I'm not too happy when it comes to like the runtime, because like I said, I've bought the games. I'm still going to be playing them in the next couple of weeks just before Spider-Man 2 comes out, because I want to immerse myself in that world before the movie, before I go check out the movie. But they've also released a couple of like shots and like some better look at the animatronics, because we get a better look at Freddy Fazbear, the design and detail when it comes to his design here. So it just looks so incredible. And then you've also got Chica. You get a closer look at her, and again, just looks incredible in terms of like the design, the details. Got a look at Foxy's animatronics. Again, the fur, the design, I just love the look of these animatronics. They really did a fantastic job with it. And then the final one here, you've got Bonnie, and I think for me, Bonnie is my favorite one in terms of like the look of the animatronics. Just looks absolutely incredible. These are out for display. I can't remember off the top of my head where they're displaying this. It is somewhere in the US, but it just looks absolutely incredible. Like the design, the detail looks absolutely realistic in terms of like the video game. So I'm really pumped to see how it's going to look on the big screen, what they're going to do with it. Again, the 1 hour and 50 minute runtime is what we're going to go with. So hopefully they do explore some details when it comes to like the lore, the backstory, and like break it down for the people that haven't played the video games and the people that are still new to the franchise. But let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. Are you glad that they've reduced the runtime? Are you disappointed and you wished it was a longer movie? And what are your thoughts are about the animatronics too? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, for the next news story, we've got an interesting development and update when it comes to like the Power Rangers reboot. So if you're not a Power Rangers fan, or if you weren't aware that the latest season of Power Rangers is the final season when it comes to like that universe, so 30 years, 30 seasons of Power Rangers, there is going to be a video coming out very soon, sometime next year, when it comes to like the Power Rangers shows. But that is going to be finished and they're going to be doing a complete reboot. We got an interesting development coming from Jonathan Twizzler, who posted this on his Instagram saying, "Today would have been Jason David Frank's 50th birthday. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver." I posted this last year, really hit home for me. So rest in peace, Jason David Frank. It's a true shame he will never get to see the legacy of Tommy Oliver, a character so iconic. He is the center of all that is to come, which is very interesting, because Jonathan Twizzler, so he's going to be the one that's actually working on the reboot to the franchise itself. And we didn't really get much of an update when it comes to it. Everybody was kind of like in a limbo when it comes to like if it was happening, if it wasn't happening. So it looks like it is still going to happen. And it looks like, based on like this Instagram post that he posted, is that Tommy Oliver is going to be center of it all. Obviously they're going to be recasting it, but it looks like Tommy Oliver, the character, is going to be the front and center, and it's going to be revolving around him as a character, which I kind of have mixed feelings about, because if you're going to do a reboot, I kind of feel like them introducing new characters might be the more beneficial route rather than going for like a reboot, because having it based on like the same characters as the ones that you grew up with, I feel like isn't the most ideal way to go, because you're always going to remember, like, for example, Jason David Frank is always going to be Tommy Oliver for me and for a lot of other people. So if you're going to focus on like Tommy Oliver, if you're going to bring in like other characters like Zach or Trini or Billy or Jason, like recasting them, they're going to be always seen as like the original characters. So I'm not sure if this is the right direction. If you are going to do a reboot in terms of like the rest of the cast, are you going to do it from the original Mighty Morphin? Are you going to be bringing different characters from different seasons as like the first team up movie? So I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm stuck in a limbo when it comes to this. I'm glad that this is still coming, because I don't want Power Rangers franchise to end. Like, the universe that we know it when it comes to Power Rangers is coming to an end, but I just don't want the franchise itself to die out. Like, I would love for them to keep going, do movies, do shows, do whatever, just keep it going, because I'm that much of a fan of Power Rangers, as you can see with Zed and Jason, or Rocky, whichever you prefer, sitting there with the turtles. So I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers, and for them to have Tommy Oliver, a character I love, who was just so fantastic in Zeo, in Mighty Morphin, in Dino Thunder. Like, he is the Power Ranger that I grew up with, so for him to be the front and center, I'm all for it and I'm happy for it. But I'm kind of curious to see what kind of direction they're going to go with, how they're going to do it in terms of like the rest of the show, how it's going to play out. But what are your thoughts about this in terms of like the Instagram posts and Jonathan Twizzler's comments about Tommy Oliver being the front and center in the center of it all? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so for the next news story, we've kind of got an update when it comes to the Pirates of the Caribbean. So this is the sequel to the first 5 movies. So this is technically going to be Pirates of the Caribbean 6. So this is coming from the Deadline, confirming here, Pirates of the Caribbean Reboot. The Last of Us showrunner Craig Mason thought Disney would pass on the script due to it being too weird. However, he continues here, we pitched it and thought there's no way they're buying it. It's too weird. And they did. ! Mason told the LA Times. He confirmed that they had been working on a script prior to the writer's strike, the SAG-AFTRA strike, and he was working with alongside the original film writer Ted Elliott, but because of the strike, everything has been put on hold. The reboot has been put on hold, but we do know that it is coming. So there was earlier reports about a female-led Pirates of the Caribbean movie with Margot Robbie, but that looks like it's been shelved. So now it looks like when it comes to this one, we don't know how it's going to be connected to the other movies. We don't know if Johnny Depp is coming back, but we do know that it is going to be happening. However, everything has been put on hold along with like a lot of other projects when it comes to Hollywood because of the writer's strike. I'll be honest, when it comes to Pirates of the Caribbean, the first 3 movies I really enjoyed. The 4th one I was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of the 5th one. So again, I'm pretty much with a lot of like these stories for this week. I'm kind of like in the middle, kind of like in a mixed bag when it comes to this. I hope whatever they are going to be doing with it, like I really do want Johnny Depp to come back because he's really great as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. But curious to see what kind of direction they're going to go with, how they're going to continue this, how they're going to connect everything. But it looks like it is going to be happening. We just have to wait and see and wait till the strikes finish and get resolved before we can finally come to like understanding of what's going on. But with Craig Mason also being attached to this project, I really liked what he did with The Last of Us show, one of my favorite shows of this year so far. So I'm actually pretty pumped for this, but also mildly optimistic and have my expectations a little lower because of everything going on. But what are your thoughts about that? Do you think that they should do a reboot or a continuation of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise? Would you want to check it out? Do you want Johnny Depp to come back? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, now for the final news story, we got to discuss Deadpool 3 because there's been a lot of weird reports coming out. So first of all, we've got confirmation here, and this is coming from a scooper, Daniel RPK, who has got a lot of stuff right in the past. He has confirmed that despite being spotted on set, Ben Affleck will not be reprising his role as Daredevil in Deadpool 3, which honestly is very gutting, but it's very strange because we've got confirmation here that Jennifer Garner will be returning as Elektra in Deadpool 3. Now, this isn't from like any scoopers or anything like that. This actually came from the Deadpool 3 production, who put out a tweet but then eventually deleted the tweet because I'm guessing Ryan Reynolds told them to delete the tweet. Hollywood Reporter and stuff confirmed Jennifer Garner will be returning as Elektra, so she's 100% locked in. She's going to be in Deadpool 3, but it looks like Ben Affleck is not going to be returning, which I find really strange. Like, you're bringing back Elektra, maybe because Ben Affleck, who has in the past said that he doesn't want to do superhero movies, he had a lot of like mixed feelings when playing Batman, so maybe he just doesn't want to be part of like superhero movies. But that's really gutting that he's not going to be part of it. Like, I really enjoyed like his performance in the Daredevil movie. I think he did pretty well. Obviously, there are a lot of flaws when it comes to the movie itself, but overall, in terms of Ben Affleck, I think he did okay in the movie itself. But with him not returning, but you've got Jennifer Garner returning, you just know that Ryan Reynolds is going to throw a dig or throw a joke in there about Ben Affleck, where is he, or something like that. You just know Ryan Reynolds will be doing something like that. So I really cannot wait just for that one line from Ryan Reynolds. But as we continue more, when it comes to like Deadpool 3, we've got interesting news when it comes to Sabretooth. So Liv Schreiber will be reportedly returning as Sabretooth in Deadpool 3, coming from the same scooper, Daniel RPK. Now, immediately when I read that, I just instantly thought of this.
Makes this a reunion for?
X-Men Origins Reunite. Yeah.
It really is just so hilarious. Every week, there's always somebody new that's going to be coming into Deadpool 3. I'm hoping that they give him a more comic book accurate look, similar to like how they're going to do with Wolverine and the other cast of the X-Men. So hopefully he looks like something similar to like the comic book Sabretooth, which will honestly be a huge improvement to his X-Men Origins Wolverine outfit where they just gave him stupid nails, didn't really give him an outfit. So I'm hoping that they do that. But it really looks like everybody's just coming back, like the entire X-Men franchise, X-Men people from the Fox universe is going to be returning here. So what are your thoughts about that? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you disappointed that Ben Affleck isn't returning, or are you happy about that? And in terms of Liv Schreiber, like, are you glad that he's going to be returning as Sabretooth? Are you kind of like fed up with all these people returning, or all these people getting announced that they're going to be returning and there's no surprises? Let me know about all of that in the comment section down below. But that about wraps it up for this week's weekly entertainment news video. Tons to go over, lots to dive into, so definitely want to hear your thoughts about everything we discussed in the comment section down below. And again, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. We do these every single week. Lots of information to throw at you there, so that way you're always in the know. And also, I have got a Twitter. Link is in the description down below, so you can go ahead, follow me there. So that way you know whenever I do post, you know, my reactions to things that come out, like trailers and big movie news. So definitely go ahead, follow me there if you do have Twitter. But I thank you all so much for watching. I thank you all so much for listening. This is YK Reviews. Peace.